The following has adult themes and may have swearing. You have been warned.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi guys, Traffic187 here, welcome back. I left you last time with the choice of bet with Elisa or do not bet with Elisa. Now, I've still got my cold, so I do apologise for that, but can't be helped. It's winter in the UK and always constantly raining. Right, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to bet. No. I'm not going to partake in your shady business. Sorry about that. You wuss. She shrugged and went up the stairs. Before she went inside, she flung at me. Get ready for the consequences. Oh shit. Did I choose right? After all, she can really complicate things for me here. On the other hand, I just couldn't allow myself to be pulled into something so reckless. I let out a heavy sigh and followed her through the door. Inside, everything was ready. Why does it sound like there's loads of people in the canteen when there's no one here? A few pioneers stood here, there and chatting. The table was moved out the way to make place for players and spectators. I looked around. Something was going on in the far corner. When I came closer, I saw a large piece of paper with a diagram on it. My name was amongst the players. So, dunk, and then dunk, and then finals. And who came up with this? I patted Electronic, who was standing near. Well, of course, it was your most humble servant. He bowed to me jokingly. This made me uncomfortable to the point of squirming. And why in the world am I among the players then? I was disappointed. A few seconds ago I thought I still had a slim chance to invade this tournament. Then I wouldn't have to fear Alicia's revenge not for betting with her. But now the hope was gone. It was pure fortune. Yeah, right, fortune, except for I was already antiquated with everyone of the contestants. While there were a few dozen of other pioneers standing in the room, I was seized by anxiety. It's a feeling of being watched while standing in an empty room with no windows or doors. Will there be a prize? I asked him lazily. I wanted to distract myself with a pointless conversation. Electronic was about to answer, and then Joanna came out of nowhere and started jumping around him. Prizes! Prizes! I heard something about prizes! It's not the winning, but the taking part that counts, yes. You know what is the main ethos? Yeah. Of the Olympic Games? What? No. You understand when you grow up. She made a weary face and jabbed Electronic in the ribs. So what about this prizing? Well, I don't know. It's not up to me. He made a helpless gesture. Really, if they came up with this stupid game, at least they could give a winner a chocolate medal or something. Joanna suddenly jumped and raced off to a destination. Wish I was this optimistic. So what about the rules? Wait a bit. Not everyone's here yet. I looked around the canteen. Lisa, Sylvia, Lena, Milku, and Shurik were here. It seems like everyone is here. No, not everyone. Sahenna isn't here. He feels uneasy, or is it just me? She's not here, so what? Pick someone else instead. No, can't do that. He answered slowly. I decided not to ask exactly why he can't do that. Well, go fetch her or something, I don't know. He can't go. He's the host of the event. Camp leader appeared as if from nowhere. Ding! Why, Olga? But Olga, Lectureneck whined. Simon will go. Right, Simon? She looked at me and smiled. Of course, who else? Where is she? In the library, I guess. Okay. I dragged my feet towards the door. If it makes me click on the library, I won't be impressed. Please hurry. What's Electronic's problem anyway? Night is coming soon. I was going to take my time, so I slowly paced towards the library. But I found Xena before I even expected. She was sitting on a bench in the square, staring at Gender. He was silent as always. What are you doing here? Everyone is looking for you. Sitting here, as you can see. You frowned. Let's go then. I don't want to. She looked away. Why? I don't want to. I sat beside her. Listen, I don't like the idea of this contest myself, but we can't let everyone down. I surely didn't sound like myself there. A couple of days ago, I wouldn't have even think about saying something like this. Zehenna looked at me with surprise in her face. So everyone is waiting for me? Exactly what was I talking about? Yes. I won't go anyway. She frowned and hid her face. But why? I motioned my arms, wondering. I don't know how to play cards. So what? Same problem here. How can you play? What? You can only do things that you read about in books or something? Of course. She was surprised. And what if you ended up in Antarctica and will have to rely on hunting polar bears for survival? Polar bears don't live in Antarctica. Zehenna smiled. Doesn't matter, it's just an example. Come on, it's not like someone's life is dependent on the result. She took her time to think. I just don't want to let anyone down. Right, I agreed sarcastically. And don't you think anything? I didn't get what she meant, but anyway. Obviously, everyone has their weak spots. In a minute, we were both back. Oh, he convinced her then. Just seemed to have skipped the bit where she'd gone, alright then, let's go. In a minute, we both were back in the canteen. Everyone looked at Electronik. So, he cleared his throat. Each round consists of one game. In the case of a draw, you replay the game. After this, the loser drops out and the next round begins. Since the number of volunteers, he looked at me, since the number of players is just 8, we have only 3 rounds. Everything is clear? The crowd cheered. Woohoo! And what are the prizes? The prizes, what are they? Joanna, cut it. Sylvia stepped forward and tried to catch Joanna. I won't rest until the prize is mine. Seemed like this girl alone had enough energy for a walk jump to Alpha Centauri. Prizes, prizes! She repeated over and over. Stop it! Sylvia tried to reason with her. Electronik seemed to be developing a case of vertigo from all this running around. Let's start already, I said calmly, and added to Joanna, or you won't get any prizes. She looks like my argument went through her, so she took her place. Went through to her. Yes, I get it. I can English. Sylvia followed her, giving me a grateful smile as she passed. Pioneers finally settled down. I approached the table and Leanna sat behind. You don't mind? She looked up at me and blushed. Don't worry, I don't know the rules myself. And how can you be sure that it's not only myself? I sat down. Turns out we have to play the first round together. Yes. Finally, Electronics started to explain the rules. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to play something now, aren't I? Look at the cards carefully. There are exactly 6 of them in front of you. Hope everyone knows how to count. You can now open them. After everyone had a good look at the cards, Electronic moved on. Okay, they're a bit weird cards. Rules here are the same as in poker. I hope everyone knows how to play. Not really. I knew the rules, but I wasn't so sure about the others. First of all, it's a top card, then 1 pair, then 2 pairs, then 3 of a kind. Okay, ace is high, and so on. In the first round, you choose a card which you would like to take from your opponent. In your turn, your opponent can choose to shuffle his own cards twice. Or he can choose not to do so, if he doesn't need the card which you're taking. Take a note here that your opponent can see which cards you are trading in place. In the next step, your opponent takes a card and chooses. What? And so on. I think it's pretty clear. It wasn't too clear to me. Hey you, Einstein. Joanna yelled at him from her table. I didn't get a thing. You'll figure it out as we go along. Electronic went to the table with a diagram, leaving Joanna to smoulder in solitude. You go first. I hope I can get my mind around this game fast. Deanna, perplexed more than usual, reached out for my cards. In the middle of the table, her hand stopped. Will you? Oh yeah, I should be protecting my cards. What was Electronic saying? Try and confuse my opponent. I can shuffle 2 of my cards. Twice. Or I can choose not to. Should I protect or not? By the way, I can agree and give the card she's chosen straight away. Otherwise, Leanna can change her mind and take another card if she wants. Or she might not. What? Switch with that one. Test game? Rival test game. Or at least comprehensible. Now it's my turn. I can take back my card from her, or I can choose another one. I can't tell what it is, so I don't understand. I made it. Electronic, who was silently watching our game, nodded in approval. Looks like we're now getting somewhere. Now during the round's opponent trade card 3 times. Keep an eye on each other. Penetrate your opponent with your eyes. I chuckled. Penetrate.
Yeah, Beavis, butter.
What's so funny? Oh, never mind. I tried to keep it straight-faced. He stared at me for a moment, then moved on. And then we opened up to see who cards are better. Electronic went back to his diagram. Wait, all my cards have changed, damn it. Got a pair there. Damn it. That's a monster. Jesus. Hey wait, that's her! Why is she on the cards? This is weird. I don't get this game at all. Got my car back, number 3. 3. Two greens, win. And 2 threes. Haha, got pairs. I'm kind of getting it now. Happy with that. I won. Seriously, it's hard to play a game that was made up on the spot and not by yourself. But I won. Although the moment of glory was embittered by the fact that it was Lena who was the loser. She wasn't very confident in general, but now that she lost, I'm too embarrassed to even look at her now. Probably I should have lost to boost her self-esteem. Meanwhile, Electronic proudly announced that the first round is over. Ah, sweet, I get to hopefully teach that little bitch a lesson. Semi-pairs consisted of yeah, we don't need to read that. Me, a doomed sire, let's go. Yeah. Glared at me and grinned. Yeah, how did you manage to outplay Luna? Cheated perhaps. I'm on to you. I just know how to play cards. Blah blah blah. Come on. Waved a hand, showing how easy it was. I threatened him that I'll join his club. She cringed again. Would you hold back too? Not a chance. Ugh. And I'll choose the card to give you myself. Have you heard the rules? Ah, screw them. It didn't look like she really cared. Okay, but I will choose the card to give to you too. Deal. Inspired with victory in the first round, I ventured up on this dangerous move. I could have argued. Apparently, yeah, whatever. Oh my days! Guys, I'm not going to read out everything, because I want to get through this game. Right, so we got ace. What should we go for? No pairs. So, oh, we got 2 6s. Okay, so let's give her that one. So we've got 4. So give her that one. Okay, give it here then. 10. No, don't need that one, so she can have that back. No, I don't want the 4. You can have that back. Oh, 1. I've got 2 6s. Hey, this isn't fair. You must have held back and lost. She blew her cheeks with a grudge, and thus resembled Humpty Dumpty. Let's do a rematch, but this time you have to hold back. Get it? It wasn't only me who heard her, but the entire room, and even Electronic. No rematches allowed. Joanna completely ignored him. You must lose. I don't have the slightest intention to play with you for the second time, I said calmly. Fine. You want it this way? Yes, this way. Then I'll put the word out that you have sexually harassed Elisa. She whispered. What? I bent over the table and gave her a menacing glare. So you've been listening? I just heard it while passing by. Anyway, it's much better to play an extra round than... Certainly she can do this. I sighed and appealed to Electronic. Not a problem, we can make a quick rematch. Ah, whatever, she shrugged. So the rematch has started. I got 2 jokers, sweet. Okay, so she can have the 5. Go on then. No, I don't want to give her a 5. No, shit. She's got a pair now. Move the queen back. Oh, I keep forgetting to click on it. Sorry, guys. Win. Easy peasy, said I, reclined on my seat. That's not fair! I hope she won't demand another rematch. How come? I chuckled. Okay, said Joanna aggrievingly, and got up from the table. I studied the tournament scheme closely, trying to understand who's going to be my final rival. It's going to be Elisa, you know it is. At the same moment, Elisa took my place on the table. I pulled a dumb, thrilled smile, like I'm afraid of her. Congratulations. You'll regret that you had wimped out. I'm already regretting, but not that I wimped out and regretting that I took part in this foolish game in the first place. Okay, let's roll. Okay, so we're getting back to the how to do the game. Swap that one with that one, and then that one. Okay. Oh, I didn't want that bloody one anyway. Oh, she wants that one though, so she can have that one. It might win it. She might win this one. Shit, still not got a pair. Fail. Boo.